explain a bit about the festival and how it came about?
Well, it's not a government-driven thing. This is there are two things happening. One is the opening of the Enterprise Academy, which is Peter Jones. That's based, the government sort of launched this overall concept of skills academies, and he's within that launched this Enterprise Academy. The festival is primarily originating, I think, with the City Council, a way of trying to encourage enterprise entrepreneurs in Sheffield. It's a great initiative, we're all for it. The fact is there is going to be contraction in the public sector. If we're going to get employment and growth, it's going to come through entrepreneurs, small-scale business. Anything that can be done to, make people feel positively about that, get off the ground, get the know-how, absolutely the right way.
Just tell us a bit about your role here today and what you're doing over the next few days.
I'm afraid I've got so many hats on right now I can hardly keep them juggling. I just finished the Telegraph lunch, which was a panel about entrepreneurship. I was reunited with Peter Jones for the first time in any number of years. I'm moving over in a little while. I'm going to be speaking at TEDx as one of the TEDx speakers, and this evening Mark Frisk and I are hosting a dinner for entrepreneurs around the country. And then tomorrow, I actually have to get to work. Tomorrow, I'm putting at School for Startups is putting on the biggest event we've ever put on. It's called Made in 48 Hours. And the idea behind Made in 48 Hours is that we believe profoundly that we can take a small business and we can transform it in 48 hours by essentially making them astute at how they can exploit the internet in all possible ways. And I intend to do it for 300 businesses simultaneously.
Of a festival such as this?
Well, a festival, I mean, it's networking. Being self-employed is a lonely business, and a lot of people struggle. And being able to talk to other people, learn from their experience, meet some of the banks who are actually helpful in this field is very useful. So I know it's a really great initiative. It's well worth coming up and supporting.
Well, I've come up here really to tell people my story, what it's like to start a business and the journey you've got to go through, and hopefully mentor some of the young people here who are thinking about setting up their own business.
Okay, Michael, could you just explain a bit about what's gone into preparing such a big event like this?
Quite a lot, as you'll appreciate. We wanted to put together the country's first national festival for entrepreneurs, and that was an ambitious task because it's not really a European or a UK model. We have seminars, we have conferences, we have all that kind of thing, and actually something which is a more celebratory event is really only seen in countries like the US, where you have Austin in Texas that has South by Southwest. That was the model, the innovation, something that could pull together a lot of different ideas. So around 9 months ago, we started to put together the building blocks for the festival as you see it today. Built it around Doug Richard's School for Startups event, built today in as a fringe day with lots of different things going on, with question time panels, launches, things that really could sort of provide it with some real currency and value, but also have a fun and enjoyable air to it as well.
finally, are you optimistic about business, the future of business in the UK?
I'm very optimistic about it. We have a very good business sector. We have, hundreds of thousands, actually millions of small businesses already. I mean, what I do sense is that, after the shock of the last few years, an awful lot of people who would have gone into public service employment are now thinking about business, whether it's as entrepreneurs or as apprentices in a big company. And I think we have a good entrepreneurial spirit in the UK. It's always been there, and we need to channel it and help it to function.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.